Hi everybody, this is Kefren, your favorite French Canadian. Today I'm going to talk about The Last of Us Part 2. Sony released a new patch for PS5 only, so now you can have your 60 FPS on The Last of Us Part 2. So before going inside of the game and show you like the parameter, we're going to make sure that your settings are properly set. So go to settings, go to your screen and video output. So the first one is the resolution. Make sure that you're using the proper resolution. Me, I'm using automatic. It's always 4K on my LG OLED, but if you want to play 1080p, you can lock it manually, and pretty much the same thing with 4K. You don't have the 2K option right now on the PS5. It's only on Xbox Series X. After that, the 4K video transfer rate, I recommend to go with automatic. Me, I'm using -2 because it's a compatibility issue, with the Elgato capture, but you're losing some quality in your color. So I think it's changing the bits, so you don't running it at 10 bits. I think it's 8-bit because my capture is not compatible. So normally just go with automatic over here. HDR, I recommend to use the new feature called on when supported. After that, deep color output, make sure it's at automatic if you want your HDR to work. If your HDR is at on and your deep color output is at automatic and you don't have HDR on The Last of Us Part 2, just make sure that you enable the deep color output on your HDMI. So I had that issue with my HDMI 3 on my LG OLED. It took me a while to figure it out, but yeah, you need to activate the deep colors. The last one is the 120 Hertz output. Go with automatic. It really depends, again, on your screen. Are you playing like 1080p 120? Is the game compatible? On the Last of Us, you're locked at 60, so you will not necessarily see it. And if you want to do it 120 at 4K, you will need HDMI 2.1 compatible TV. So this is pretty much it for your parameter. Make sure that you update the game for sure. It should be automatic. I'm gonna open it, so I'm gonna show you a little bit right now. So this is pretty much a nice 60 FPS. When I bought the game, I didn't add like the PS4. I just bought like the PS5. I kind of like skip a generation of console, and I thought the game was at 60. So I was really surprised that the game was running at 30 on my PS5. So this feature is welcome. So go to your option, go to display. The first thing that you need to put, it's the frame rate target. Put this one at 60. Before you didn't have this option, so you have 30 and 60. It's only for PS5. So it's a target, but honestly, it's always running at 60. I didn't see any like lag or something like that, so it's really cool. Because you're running 60, honestly, you don't really need the motion blur. Remove the motion blur and your image quality will be a lot better. Motion blur, I'm not a fan of it, but at 30 FPS, yeah, it's a little bit better. The game feels less laggy, but honestly, when you're running something at 60 or more, always remove your motion blur. Camera shake really depend on do you want the effect when you play the game, and it's pretty much with the film grain. I'm keeping it, it's not an esport game, it's a single player game, so you want a nice experience, so that's why I'm using them. So this is pretty much it. You save it, you go back, and now you're getting your nice 60 FPS without any motion blur. It's really good. Even like the boat scene in this game, it's really smooth. You're getting like your 60 without any issue. So now you can play The Last of Us Part 2 at 60 FPS. So if you have any question, guys, just come in the YouTube section. Post me any question about your like the PS5 TV or whatever. Any question about the PS5, I will try to help you the best that I can. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Peace.